Welcome back, everybody. Today we got some Cubans for you today. Let's get her done. Gonna start with our marinade for the pork. Got some lime, some oranges, onion, garlic, cilantro, oregano. Go ahead, zest those limes and oranges up. Then I'm gonna slice them in half. They're ready to juice later. Okie dokie, now that we got them nice and sliced, get one onion chopped up, and then I'm gonna smash those garlics up, get them in my baggie there. Once those garlics are nice and smashed up, I'm gonna rough chop that cilantro and oregano, pop that in the bag, then I'm gonna juice those lovely limes and oranges. I just want to thank everybody who's watched these videos so far. Really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And we're at now, we got our marinade sitting over the side. Let's get this pork butt ready to go. Got, I forget how heavy it is. I believe it's about 8 pounds or so. Pat her dry. Score her up. I'm going to get her in the marinade. And then we're going to pop it in the fridge overnight. Make sure to get that marinade all over that bad boy. You want to get this nice and rubbed down as you can. Alrighty, it is now the next day. I'm going to put this in the crock pot. Original plan was to smoke it, but it was really cold. Really cold. And it was not going to be worth all the wood spent to try to smoke this bad boy. So I decided crock pot was the way to go. Now a little water to it, a little beer to it. Then I'm going to hit it with some salt, cumin, garlic, a little bit of red pepper flake. I'm gonna let that bad boy go while I go to the old work skis. Alright, while that does its thing, and before I go to work, 'cause I kind of forgot about this part, I'm going to go ahead and get our starter going for the Cuban bread I'm going to make. Some water, flour, a little bit of yeast. I'm going to pop that in the fridge for 8 hours. You can also do all this overnight as well. You don't have to do this before you go to work like the crazy man I am. But, whatever works for you and your schedule. Go ahead and wrap that up, pop her in the fridge. And just like that, back from work. I'm gonna go ahead and get this bread started. Got some water and some yeast in there, gonna let that get nice and foamy. Then I'm gonna add half our flour mixture, give that a nice little mix. And once that's nice and mixed up a little bit, you're not looking for a complete bowl, just something like that. I'm gonna add some salt. And then I'm going to add the rest of our flour, and I'm going to add our starter. Then I'm going to get that nice and mixed up. The full recipe will be in the description. And go ahead and get that in a nice bowl. Oh, almost forgot, I also added 6 tablespoons of beef tallow to it. because you need a little bit of fat in there. You can use lard. I like beef tallow. It's just what I prefer. Go ahead and wrap that up and pop that in my lovely little bread pooper until it's double in size. And just like that, it's been about an hour or so. Our bread has doubled. I'm going to get our sheet trays ready here. Parchment paper, a little bit of cornmeal, get that to the side. A little bit of flour on that cutting board, and poof, there is our bread. I'm going to punch that down a little bit. I get a nice little rectangle made out of there. Once I get that nice and rectangled up a little bit, I don't know, nice and rectangled up, go ahead and cut that into about 4 equal portions. And then we're going to get started on rolling our bread out. Go ahead and try to get it by 10 by 6 or so. Then I'm going to get it nice and rolled up. Seal it up as you go, nice and tight. And once you get it nice and rolled up, make sure you get that seam nice and done. I may or may not have failed on 2 of these loaves with the sealing, but that's okay. We're learning here, folks. We're learning here, folks and folkettes. And go ahead and just kind of roll those sides up a little bit. And I'm going to repeat this process with those other 3, and bam. And I'm going to go ahead, let these rise till they're doubled, just like so. Go ahead, slice them right down the middle there a little bit, about a 1/4 inch or so. Got some ice there, going to put that in the oven with them. Little spritz of the water, and bam. Baked off, ready to go. Ready to make some sandwiches with these bad boys. Let's make a quick little sauce. Get a little bit of Miracle Whip in there. A little bit of hot sauce. A little bit of ground mustard, because I really hate the liquid mustard. Not a fan. Get that nice and mixed up. A little black pepper, a little salt, a little garlic. Get nice and mixed up in there. I'm going to put that to the side. Let that gel. When we let that gel, we're going to get our pork here. Look at that bad boy, nice and ready to go. Oof. Beautiful. That nice and shredded up. And once that's shredded up, we're going to get ready to make our sandwiches. Alright, I lied. We gotta slice these pickles first. We're gonna slice these pickles up real quick. Pickles. Alright, got our bread here. Gonna get that buttered up. Once it's nice and buttered up, we're gonna go ahead and start toasting these bad boys off. Sure you give it a little wiggle, a little press down, get nice and toasty. Once they're nice and toasty, you can go ahead and hit this bad boy with some sauce. Once you get it nice and sauced up, just like so. Once you get that bad boy nice and sauced up, get a little piece of Swiss cheese. Pop it on top of that saucy bread. And then go ahead and take a couple slices of pickles, put that on top of your Swiss cheese. And wait for that other piece of bread to get toasted off and repeat the process on that one. Once you've repeated that process on that bad boy, almost dropped my life there in my chair. That wouldn't have been good. It just fell right out, but it hurt. Once you get that done and repeated that process, take some pork, get that in that pan, get it nice and heated up. Once it's heated up, put it on top of your Swiss cheese pickled bread. And once you get that on that bread, get your ham in that pan, get it nice and seared off on both sides, nice and hot, nice and hot. Once she's nice and hot, put it on top of your pork there, and then crown your sandwich with that other piece of bread with Swiss cheese on it. Once that's done, ready to go, put a little bit of butter back in that pan. It's alright, keep the pork in there. Keep that little bit of pork in there, it's good, it'll be good for it. Go ahead, put your sandwiches in there, and we're gonna grill these bad boys off like it's a grilled cheese. Make sure you press it down with something heavy. I like to use my cast iron. And once a minute or two, flip it over. Repeat said process. And once it's nice and toasted on the other side, get it out of that pan and get ready to enjoy that beautiful sandwich. And here she be, folks. Lovely little Cuban. Nice and toasted on both sides. Slice this bad boy up and enjoy. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe.